Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna film just a fun little get ready with me. It's just kind of a lazy at home day today, so I thought I would put just a light glowy kind of makeup and just show you some of my favorite things for this kind of everyday beautiful healthy glowy look. I'm gonna start off with this, and this is the Chanel CC cream, and I love this CC cream. I've got quite a bit of coverage for a CC cream, but what I like about it is very creamy and very glowy and dewy. So this one's got an SPF 30 and the color is 20 beige. I could do with the 10, but I feel like for this kind of look I like a bit of a glowy, little bit of color to my skin. I can get away with this color just because it's just a really pretty color, and it adds just a tint to my skin. Usually I'd go in with this Chanel Beige Water Fresh tint. I've mentioned this one a few times. I absolutely love it. This is my second bottle. The shade I use is medium light. I think they've introduced some more shades now. I'm not sure. I think I saw it, I don't know what website I was on. Maybe I was on the US website, but it seemed like somewhere in the world they introduced some more shades. So you can see it just goes on really pretty. It's creamy. Such a nice, this is just my favorite, my holy grail. It's not often I wear heavy foundations anymore, but when I do, I love this one. I love anything that's kind of dewy and glowy. I've got my niece's little mirror here from Daiso. Isn't it cute? I've got a room set up for her in the house, so whenever I need the mirror, I go and grab it and then I put it back when I finished. But she watched one of my videos. I can't remember which one it was, but oh, it was the one with the Marc Jacobs handbag. And her mum texted me and she's like, "We watched your video and Marnie loved the bag." She's such a girly girl. She's so cute. I haven't seen her since this COVID stuff, so it's been a bit difficult for her. They came round to drop off some toilet paper because I couldn't find toilet paper anywhere, and they had some spare, so they dropped it off and they brought my niece, but of course she had to stay in the car, and she came out and she's like, "I want Honey Nut," and she started crying. Poor thing. Must be hard. She's 6. No, sorry, she's 5. She's 5, so her parents have tried to explain to her what's going on, but so she gets it, but you know, at that age, to what extent, you know, do they really get it? So, okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit of concealer. This one's nice. It's very heavy duty. This is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer, and the color I've been using is P Light 1. It's a little bit too light. I don't like that really brightening effect under my eyes. It looks a little kind of chalky when it's too light, but you'll see how thick this stuff is. I just put like one dab on and you can see it's just so concentrated. It's really good concealer actually. I might do a little bit on my chin. For some reason my skin looks quite red in the camera. I don't know why, but it's not that red in the like in reality. So I really want to get a better I just use my iPhone, so I want to get a better camera because I feel like for some reason this iPhone is just not, it just doesn't pick up what I want it to on camera in terms of like texture and stuff. So I'm going to use the Flower Beauty. I love this stuff. It's so affordable and it's really nice. Glow Getter Liquid Luminizer from, this is Drew Barrymore's Flower Beauty range. And we only just got this range, I mean, not too long ago at Chemist Warehouse. So I bought the powder, the loose powder, which I really like. And what else did I buy? This is just like a luminizer highlighter with a little bit of a peachy shift, pinky peach kind of a shift to it. Can you see it here in the light? And then whatever's left on my hand, you can see how pretty it is. I just kind of dab it just in the center of the face. This one's in the color Champagne Shimmer, if I forgot to mention it. I might just do a little bit of extra highlighting. I'm gonna use this Baume from Chanel. It's another one of my favorites. It's the Sculpting Baume Essential, and it's a really natural kind of balm. And I'll just do a little bit. Okay, now I'm looking extra glowy, which I'm going to probably just powder it down a little bit. I need to get the CC cream out of my eyebrows, so just a minute. I just got a fragrance-free baby wipe. I usually use a Q-tip and a bit of micellar water, but it's in the other bathroom, so okay, I'm going to use some powder now. This is the Clinique Illuminating powder, and it's the shade 01 Nude Glow. I'll show you what it looks like. This is one of my favorites. It's quite a glowy powder. And I'm just gonna set my face with it. Just to the center. And I always go underneath the eyes because I don't want it too shiny under there. Just a really pretty powder. I'm going to go in with a bronzer. This is the Chanel Beige. This is in the medium light, so it's probably a shade and a half darker than my skin tone. So it's not a heavy bronzer. It's not a dark color for me. It just gives a light bit of shading. And I usually just go around the edges of the face. Down the triple chin. So it's not going to give me much color, but it's going to give me just enough to look super natural. And I always go up here behind the ears. That's where it's quite light. All right, now I've got a bit of color on. I'm going to go in with cream blush. I'm going to use this one, Stila Convertible color in the shade Gerbera. This is my favorite cream blush color, just for these kind of everyday sort of looks. It's really, really pretty. It's just a peachy pink. And I'm just going to use my fingers. Such a pretty blush, this one. And I'm going to keep it more towards the center here on the apples, just because when I flush, I feel like that's where I get the color mostly. And I put it quite high up under the eye. Kind of looks more natural that way. If you think about when you're flushing, well, when I flush, everybody sort of flushes differently. But, and I'm just going to put a little bit here. I always feel like a bit of color here. Just going to do a little bit of this bronzer through the crease. There's nothing worse than having a little bit of a bronzed face, blush cheeks, and then your eyes are just completely muted out. It just doesn't look very natural. So I always like to put a bit of bronzer through the crease, but I'm not going to do any eyeshadow. I might just do a little bit of the Stila this one, my favorite, what's it called? Diamond Dust. I'll put links or in the description to what products I'm using. And I'm just going to put this literally on the inner corner. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Okay. Little bit of mascara. I'm actually really liking this mascara now. I know I said I wasn't into it, but I think I'm just gonna clean it. I think with age, it's definitely getting better. It's the Inimitable Intense by Chanel, and this is the brown color, number 20. It's a nice kind of, it's a true brown. It's not like a black brown or anything. Yeah, it's definitely gotten better with age. That is for sure. And I will do a little bit on the bottom lashes. I don't know if you can hear the birds, but they're screaming and carrying on. I'm going to do my eyebrows. This is my favorite brow product. It's the Clinique Stylo Sourcils Waterproof in Brun Claire 808. I love this because it's quite waxy, it's hard, and it's, if you've got blonde eyebrows, it's not easy to make a mistake with this, just because the control you have because of the color's not so intense, so you can just build it up very easily. So always start by drawing a line and then filling in brushing strokes going upwards. So I'm going to do a very, very natural brow, very light brow today. Super natural. Don't want to go overboard because I usually do. eyebrows on. So all I have to do now is my lips. I might use a bit of lip liner. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in Pillow Talk. I'm not going to do a full like heavy line, just a little bit in the center of the lip. Just like that. So I'm going to use this Hourglass. This is in the shade Girl. It's a soft pink, peachy pink. I'll just blur it out so it looks all natural. So that is my everyday natural look. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not really anything groundbreaking, but I just thought it would be fun to do. I'm going to spray a bit of this. And it's the Natura Bisse Diamond Mist. And my fragrance today, I'm going to go in with Agave Blossom. I don't know how to pronounce that. Agave Blossom. I always come back to this one. This is the Dolce & Gabbana. Watermelon, grapefruit, very non-offensive, very light, airy summer fragrance, and I always come back to this one. I just love that one. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you later. Bye.